series of three videos and I also did a topic video on five most important topic for law entrance examination. Today we will do another very important session wherein we will be discussing those five most important cases for law entrance examinations especially class 2020. And these five cases per se, there were a lot of cases which were important, and they will be in the sense of bonus. I have included them that yes, we can also talk about those particular cases. Let me share with you first and foremost is that we will be discussing five most important cases, and we will be doing so within the next 25 minutes. But before that 25 minutes start in, let's let's talk about few other cases which are important, and these are the bonus cases. And we have done Sabarimala Temple Row. We in a separate video, Indian Young Lawyers Association versus State of Kerala, wherein I explained you everything related to Sabarimala case. Then this case you actually know about, so I will skip this. Then there was a harassment case against the CGI of India. The name of the case is important to us, and that's the only key. In rare matters of great public importance touching upon the independence of judiciary, decided on. What happened is a judgment. The judgment was the three-judge bench held in an inquiry against the former CGI, Rajan Gogoi, in the matter of sexual harassment allegations made against him, and we all know that he was given the clean sheet. But more important than this was Chief Justice of India comes under RTI. Again, a very important topic because a lot of mocks have been including the paragraph based upon this particular judgment. The name of the judgment is Chief Public Information Commissioner, Supreme Court versus Subhash Chandra Agarwal. What happened is this judgment, the last line is important to us. That is, CGI is a public authority under RTI Act. CGI is a public authority under RTI Act. The question can be framed for ALA 2, which of the following has been included as public authorities within the RTI Act? The answer will be Chief Justice of India. Okay. So that being said, then much talked about the political discussion. So how did deal? So in this particular case of Manohar Lal Sharma versus Narendra Modi, it's upheld. Uh, so the judgment was that the case filed against all these people, they were held guilty, and the deal was upheld, and the court dismissed the review petition filed. Okay, so we don't need to go into a much detail, but we must know that Rafael deal was upheld. So these were the cases which were bonus. But now let's come on to the topic of discussion of today, and here we will be discussing the most important cases. So before we do so, we already covered Ayodhya verdict, which is a very important one. M. Siddiq case, we know that. Then we also covered Sabarimala wala case. I've already told you about this, which is this. It's Karnal Singh versus State of Haryana. What happened in this particular Karnal Singh versus State of Haryana is the foremost is all citizens throughout Haryana were declared to be in loco parentis, in the place of parents. This is a legal maxim which can be important for law examination. Loco parentis means in place of parents. This particular term, loco parentis, in place of parents, and for the welfare of animals. So what happened is, if I may give you some facts of the case related to a particular, some cows were being brought to the state of Uttar Pradesh, and they were intercepted in, if I remember it correctly, in Meerut, and there were no like export certificate with those people. So then this entire discussion around this animal loss, and in this particular case, then it was declared this. To protect and promote the greater welfare of animals, they too are required to be conferred with the status of legal entity. We'll come to this. The court observed that animals have inherent right to live and are required to be protected by laws. All animal activists welcome this judgment, and everyone else too. Corporations, Hindu idols, holy source, rivers have already been declared as legal entity. Let's look into this. Entire legal kingdom, avian and aquatic, means flying animals as well as the aquatic animals, are declared legal entities having a distinct persona with corresponding rights, duties, and liabilities of a living person. So बेसिकली कहने का मतलब क्या है, इंटायर एनिमल किंगडम वाज डिक्लेयर्ड एज लीगल एंटिटी. ये लाइन याद होनी चाहिए. इंटायर एनिमल किंगडम वाज डिक्लेयर्ड एज लीगल एंटिटी इन द केस ऑफ करनाल सिंह वर्सेस हरियाणा. ठीक है. What all citizens throughout Haryana were declared as loco parentis in place of parents. Then we don't need to go into a lot of details about this particular case. Okay? Uh, this particular aspect is important to us that the entire animal kingdom, including avian aquatic, has been declared as legal entity having a distinct persona. ठीक है. This was case number one, and we could talk about it in a much larger detail too कि अब क्या हुआ कैसे हुआ किन किन चीज़ों के ऊपर बात की गई. So I've already told you the facts of the case and told you that the and then different laws in this particular case was taken into account, such as the prevention of cruelty to daughter and pack animal rules 1965, transport of animal rules 1978, prevention of cruelty to animals, dog breeding and marketing rules 2017. So at least तुम लोगों को ये सबको पता चला कि मतलब ये laws भी exist करते हैं. ठीक है. तो then they quoted a famous George Stone who said the legal personality plays an important part in making a thing count in the eyes of law. मतलब कानून ही उसको मान्यता दिलाने के लिए जरूरी है. ठीक है. सो ये बात स्टोन ने बोली थी. कोर्ट ने क्या बोला कि ये जो अभी मैंने शेयर किया, द इंटायर एनिमल किंगडम इज डिक्लेयर्ड एज लीगल एंटिटी. And they talked about the multiplicity of इन लोगों ने बोला animal being with whom we share the word. This is the reality. We share the word with the animal kingdom. They deserve to be treated as a means to human end. मतलब they are important to human survival as well, but as ends in them, not as means to a human end, but as an end in themselves. They are important in their own aspect. So, as a legal person, animal could be recognized as parties to legal action because they would have the independent standing that they have currently lacking. So, ये सारी बातें की गई, and the summary is that the animal kingdom was recognized as a legal entity in the case of Karnal Singh versus state of Haryana. So this was the first case in our set of cases, and now let's move towards the case two. And this is based on this case was much in news. There was an article published in the Hindu itself on 24th day of September, inequality of another kind, right to internet access and digital literacy. And by now, you will be thinking of you will be knowing this name of the case. And this is Fahima Shireen versus State of Kerala. Very very important, very important. Fahima Shireen versus State of Kerala. For that matter, I consider this very important to AILET as well this year. Right to access internet is a fundamental right forming part of right to privacy under Article 21 of the Indian Constitution. That was said. The High Court of Kerala held that restriction imposed on use of mobile phones in women's hospital was an unreasonable infringement upon the right to access the internet, the right to privacy, and the right to education. So it is a very uh, path-breaking judgment for that matter, but it only applies in the state of Kerala for that matter. When we talk about this particular judgment, Paima Shireen versus State of Kerala, it's a good start. The court relied on international conventions while declaring this, finding the restriction which were imposed on the use of phone in the women hostel. They considered it absolutely unwarranted. Okay, absolutely unwarranted, and ordered Shireen immediate readmission to the hostel. Right to education से लिंक किया गया, यूज ऑफ इंटरनेट को राइट टू privacy से लिंक किया गया, राइट टू एक्सेस इंटरनेट को, and this is and thus this case became important. So all this matters. Like what happened is the facts of the case are on your screen right now. The High Court of Kerala held the restrictions to not be right, and they considered as unreasonable. Faima Shireen, a student, brought a challenge after being ordered to vacate college housing for refusal to comply with rule restricting mobile phone usage during designated hours. Okay. So this was the main thing, and the decision establishes a binding or a persuasive precedent within its jurisdiction. ठीक है. सो जब अपन ये बात करते हैं फाइमा शेड्यूल वर्सेस स्टेट ऑफ केरला की, तो हम लोग ये रिकॉग्नाइज करते हैं कि राइट टू यूज ऑफ एक्सेस इंटरनेट फॉर्म द पार्ट ऑफ आर्टिकल 21. ठीक है. अब इसके इम्पैक्ट क्या होंगे और चैलेंजेस क्या हैं ऑफ इंटरनेट एक्सेस एंड डिजिटल लिटरेसी. सो ऑफरिंग सर्विसेज ऑनलाइन एंड कॉस्ट एंड एफिशिएंस बेनिफिट for the government and also allow citizen to bypass lower government bureaucracy, because अगर इंटरनेट होगा, अगर ये ऑनलाइन सर्विसेज होंगी, तो हम लोगों ने देखा है हाउ लाइफ कैन बी बेटर्ड, अकाउंटेबिलिटी इंक्रीज होगी, ट्रांसपेरेंसी आएगी, बेटर पब्लिक सर्विस डिलीवरी आएगी, पार्टिसिपेशन ऑफ सिटीजन इंक्रीज होगा इन पॉलिटिक्स एज वेल. एंड Thus it will increase the knowledge of the people to digital processes across the world. Okay? It also will help in socio cultural mobilization in Indian society. So it means it will enable us bringing people together. But the challenges are the digital divide. Socioeconomic spectrum is different throughout the country. Digital literacy is less than 10% according to Deloitte report, which was named as Digital India Unlocking the $1 trillion opportunity, but that was in 2016. Much has been improved upon. Why is right to internet access should be a fundamental rights? Now this is a point of discussion. Curbing it will curb inequality in social justice and development. It will also promote the use of Article 39 of the Indian Constitution, which is related to DPSP. The government initiative being done, and they are like such as we remember Bharat Net program is there, National Digital Literacy Mission is there, Digital India Mission is there. So all these missions are working together in our particular country of India. So that being said, this was the second case which we are talking about, Fahima Shadeen versus State of Kerala. So अब तक अपन लोगों ने कर लिए two most important cases. Now let's come and discuss case number 3, and which is this particular case. This is Surbhi Trivedi versus Gaurav Trivedi. Why include this particular case? Because what happens is law entrance examination has this particular they are aficionado towards family law as well. So at times they and right to privacy being such an important topic for this year's CLAT and next year too. What happened in this particular case is plea of violation of privacy or fundamental right. They said is not tenable to resist gender detection test by parties in matrimonial dispute. सबसे पहले हमें अब ये समझना पड़ेगा कि ये जो है इन मैट्रिमोनियल डिस्प्यूट की ये केस मैट्रिमोनियल डिस्प्यूट से रिलेटेड था, wherein what happened is one of the party said that the gender of the other person should be tested. So in this manner, in this way, this case came forward. So the court says in a matrimonial dispute, if the it said that in a matrimonial dispute, if the gender of one of the parties is questioned by the another, but understand in a matrimonial dispute only, if gender of one of the parties is questioned by the other party. अब ये नहीं कि मतलब आप तुम चलते चलते किसी को भी रोड में पकड़ लो, बोलो सामने वाले भैया का तुम मतलब सामने वाले जो घर में भैया रहते हैं उनके जेंडर को तुम बोलो कि नहीं नहीं आई वांट टू नो दिस जेंडर, ठीक है. सो इन नॉट दैट मैनर, ठीक है. सो इन अ मैट्रिमोनियल डिस्प्यूट, the other party it assumes importance, and party raising such issue also has a right to adduce evidence. मतलब they can also bring forward the evidence. When it comes to marriage, the other partner's right are also closely attached to the same. मतलब दोनों के rights एक दूसरे से मिलते जुलते हैं. Therefore, it said that. And since he or she also has a fundamental right to be in a peaceful marriage, maintain healthy peaceful marriage, the right of both the parties are evened out. मतलब दोनों पार्टी के right evenly spread हैं. So जो clear होगा जो violation of privacy or any fundamental right was held as not to be tenable, was not to be held right. The order was passed by a single judge bench of Justice Subodh Abhyankar on a petition filed by the petitioner wife under Article 227 of the Constitution against the order passed by Principal Judge of the Family Court, जबलपुर. ठीक है. तो ये सारी चीजें अपने लिए उतनी ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है कि हम इनके सेक्शंस याद करें. In this case, it was the petitioner who first moved the family court by filing an application. This section के अंदर आई, again not that important for law entrance examination. So with a prayer that as a petitioner lacks womanly attributes and is a transgender, hence she be examined medically. ठीक है. So यहाँ पे ये है कि this particular person wanted that his partner should be examined because there was a belief that that other partner is a transgender. So in this particular case, the honorable court declared that this question of right to privacy doesn't come if it's about gender detection tests when it is about matrimonial dispute. So this was the third most important case which we discussed today. After we discussed about Karnal Singh's case, we discussed about Fahima Shireen, and then this particular case of plea where there was a plea of violation of privacy or fundamental right. Court said it's not tenable. The court said it's not tenable and to resist a gender detection test by parties in a matrimonial dispute. And this is a Madhya Pradesh High Court judgment. Okay? So this way. and these sections are not that important to us. Also, the submissions which were made are not important. But the court, and I quote what the court said: in a matrimonial, both the parties, the court held, uh, if gender of one of the parties is questioned by the other party, it assumes important, and the party raising such issue also has a right to produce evidence in this behalf, and the other party to rebut. मतलब they can say, they can rebut the evidence given by the other party. ठीक है. कोर्ट ने इसमें कुछ केसेस के ऊपर कुछ केसेस को रीड ऑन किया, रिलायंस किया, मतलब दे रिलाइड ऑन सर्टेन केसेस, एंड विच वर दोस केसेस: अमोल चौहान वर्सेस श्रीमती ज्योति चौहान, 2012 का जजमेंट है. देन ऑल्सो ऑफ द सुप्रीम कोर्ट, शारदा वर्सेस धर्मपाल. और फिर इन लोगों ने बोला, सो फार एज द इशू रिगार्डिंग इन्फ्रिजमेंट ऑफ petitioner personal or fundamental right flowing from Article 21 is concerned, in the opinion of court, there's no such infringement in proceeding of this nature where a question raised regarding impotency of petitioner by the wife, the court has inherent power to direct the petitioner to undergo medical test. ठीक है. सो ये इस केस में हुआ. ठीक है. आई होप दिस केस रिलेटेड टू फैमिली लॉ आपको भी, आपको अब तक अब समझ में आ गया होगा कि मेन मैटर क्या था. So this was case 3 in our discussion, and I'm not including the cases which I've told you in bonus. We will revise them again. Now let's come down to the next set of case 4, and this is again I cannot resist bringing it ahead. M. Siddiq versus Mahan Suresh Das. Although there's a separate video on in which we have covered this, what happens is you must recall it back again. Supreme Court allowed temple construction in disputed land. What happens is why this becomes more of important because of the flow of events. ठीक है. केस कैसे बढ़ा, फिर डेट्स आई, एंड देन इंक्लूडिंग दिस ईयर गोइंग डाउन टू दी मंदिर में जो मंदिर के जो स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट के लिए प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी गए. ठीक है. उसका फाउंडिंग स्टोन रखने के लिए. ठीक है. So all these things were in all this makes this particular topic in news again and again. So we know the judgment, so we'll not go into the judgment wherein the entire land or disputed land of 2.77 acre, now no more disputed, is handed over for the construction of Ram Mandir. ठीक है. Alternate 5 acre land दिया जाएगा सुन्नी वक्फ बोर्ड को. We know that. Direction कोर्ट ने यूज किया था by invoking article 142. 142 complete discussion we have done over this particular issue in a separate session. Court observed destruction of Babri Masjid was violation of law. इससे ज्यादा कुछ नहीं बोला. ठीक है. And this is a flow of event. इस तरीके से अयोध्या केस के ऊपर पूरा एक सेगमेंट आया. ठीक है. And let's recall what we talked about in this particular judgment on that particular day. So this we discussed Ayodhya verdict. The timeline I told you about what happens from 1528. Go through that particular video which I made on this. From 1528 to October 16, we discuss everything. What did Allahabad High Court said? What was the Librahhan Commission? I'm just bringing these names so that you recall. Librahhan Commission, Allahabad High Court की judgment फिर क्या आया, फिर Supreme Court ने क्या बोला. ठीक है. Claim of Nirmohi Hakaड़ा के बारे में क्या बोला. ठीक है. So verdict: the Hindus would get entire land. On your screen right now, possession of dispute 2.7 land to be given to the central government as a receiver. Muslim will given another land. Trust will be formed in 3 months to build the temple. All these things are important pointers. Why I'm saying so? Because the question can be, as per this particular case, which of the following is not correct? Which of the following is not correct? ठीक है. तो वहां के लिए important हो जाएगा verdict. So these were the judges who gave the judgment. We know them. This is the recent view. ठीक है. And we know I have also discussed Librahhan Commission of about Article 142 and what the different travelers said about Ayodhya. Then the concept of adverse possession was discussed by me in this while I was dealing with Ayodhya judgment. So in this particular manner, this particular case became more important. The Ayodhya verdict, and the case of the name is M. Siddiq versus Mahan Suresh Das. You should not forget this particular name for the serial law entrance examination. So coming down to the next set of case, which is the case number 5, and this is Ravi Kumar, atheist versus State of Haryana. Now, this is a very different kind of a case. The Punjab and Haryana High Court held that if a person has chosen to be an atheist and not to believe in any caste and class, there would be no requirement in law for him to be issued a certificate to that effect. Like if I say that, give me a moment. if I say that I am a theist and then I say कि I will go to Kanpur Nagar Nigam and say कि मुझे सर्टिफिकेट इसका भी चाहिए, ठीक है, और निवास निवास प्रमाण पत्र हो गया, now जाति प्रमाण पत्र we have already heard about it. He says कि give me a certificate of a theist, ठीक है, we will go into the detail what happened in this case. High Court was also of the view that the court cannot issue direction to the authorities, मतलब it cannot issue the direction to the authorities to issue even a certificate to anyone being an atheist or a person of no caste or no religion. It's like I go to the Kanpur Nagar Nigam and say कि मुझे एक जाति प्रमाण पत्र दो जिसमें लिखो कि इसकी कोई जाति नहीं है, ठीक है. So this case became peculiar in this particular regard, and when and let's further talk about what happens is like high court ने dismiss की थी plea for challenging cancellation of a fee certificate. So court ने बोला no need in law to be issued a certificate to such effect, ठीक है. I have already told you पंजाब एंड हरियाणा हाई कोर्ट जस्टिस तेजिंदर सिंह ढींसा थे जो इन्होंने डिसमिस किया एंड बोला कि इफ द petitioner has chosen a path of an atheist and doesn't believe in any caste or class, there would be no requirement in law for him to be issued a certificate to the effect. ठीक है, ऐसा इन्होंने बोला. कोर्ट ने ये भी बोला फ्रीडम ऑफ कॉन्शियंस, अब नाउ इट्स रिलेटेड टू राइट टू रिलीजन, सो अगेन इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर आवर एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशन. ठीक है, कोर्ट ने क्या बोला, इसने बोला था इस केस में कि जो फ्रीडम होती है ऑफ कॉन्शियंस अंडर आर्टिकल 25 ऑफ द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, ये अपने आप में इंक्लूड करती है, इनकम्पास करती है फ्रीडम ऑफ एन इंडिविजुअल टू टेक द व्यू दैट ही डज नॉट बिलोंग टू एनी रिलीजन. मतलब कोर्ट ने बोला इट कम्स विद इन आर्टिकल 25. कोर्ट ने यहाँ पे इंडिविजुअल राइट्स के बारे में भी बात की, द फ्रीडम कन्फर्ड बाय आर्टिकल 25 के बारे में बात की. मतलब वेयर वन कैन से दैट ही इज एन अथीस्ट, just as a freedom of conscience confer a fundamental right to citizen to entertain a particular religious belief, it equally confers a right on any other individual citizen to express an opinion that he does not belong to any religion, said the Supreme Court. The petitioner कौन था? रवि कुमार अथीस्ट. सो इसने अप्रोच किया था कोर्ट को जिसमें चैलेंज किया गया था उसका जो एक कैंसिलेशन किया गया था उसके अथीस सर्टिफिकेट का, जो उसे इशू पहले उसे इशू किया गया अथीस सर्टिफिकेट अब बाय नायब तहसीलदार तोहाना, ये है डिस्ट्रिक्ट फतेहाबाद इन हरियाणा में, वहाँ पे. तो सर्टिफिकेट इशू किया गया था इन्हें 2019 में 29 अप्रैल को. सर्टिफाइड कि ये एक अथीस्ट है, ये किसी भी रिलीजन जाति या समाज को बिलोंग नहीं करते, किसी भी भगवान के ऊपर इनकी आस्था नहीं है. लेकिन 4 मई 2019 को शायद इनको रियलाइज हुआ ये करना सही नहीं था और इनका ये जो सर्टिफिकेट है ये कैंसिल कर दिया गया. तो इससे रिलेटेड इस पर्टिकुलर मैटर पे this particular chap reached the court, and I have already shared with you what did the court decide. So in 22 minutes we have discussed the 5 most important case, and the next 3 minutes taking you back again to those bonus case laws. Okay? And which are these bonus case laws? Indian Young Lawyers Association versus State of Kerala. Why I'm saying it's important, that did a separate session on this. It's related to right to religion. It has seen all the twists and turns over the years. So this case, so this particular matter becomes more of an important one. The Supreme Court pronounced the final verdict on the entry of women. So सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने रिजर्व किया है ऑर्डर ऑन रिव्यू पिटिशन की बात चली है, लेकिन उससे पहले लोगों ने ओपन कर दिया गेट फॉर वुमेन ऑफ ऑल एजेस, ठीक है, टू द टेम्पल. ठीक है. सो दैट बीइंग सेड, इसके अलावा आई ऑलरेडी टेकन यू थ्रू दिस particular judgment where and now I said that the CGI was given a, what was done to him, he was given a clean sheet. ठीक है, that was मतलब that was after an inquiry. ठीक है. So that is done. केस का नाम is on, केस का name is on your screen. But more than that, I told you this is the important one. This is the most important one on your screen. Chief Justice of India comes under RTI, so you know the RTI Act में क्या changes आए. ठीक है. So उसको भी पढ़ लेना साथ में, इसके साथ लिंक करते हुए, एंड क्वेश्चन बनाया जा सकता है. ऑफ कोर्स एक पैसेज बेस्ड क्वेश्चन से 5 क्वेश्चन हो आराम से क्रिएट किया जा सकता है ऑन RTI Act, एंड that can be said with pure certainty. And CGI is a public authority under RTI Act. पब्लिक अथॉरिटी कहाँ डिफाइंड है? सेक्शन 2H ऑफ द एक्ट. ठीक है, पब्लिक अथॉरिटी कहाँ डिफाइंड है? सेक्शन 2H ऑफ द एक्ट. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग प्रोविजन डिफाइंस पब्लिक अथॉरिटीज अंडर RTI एक्ट? I'm Harsh taking session. My name initials are H, section 2H. That's it. And then Rafael deal upheld by in the case of Manohar Lal Sharma versus Narendra Modi and Rafael deal. Modi ji will always be in the news. Um, Not guilty. Anyone, no one was held guilty, and Rafael deal upheld after the court dismisses the review petition filed by the petitioners. So that was all uh, in this particular discussion which I had with you, and uh, discuss five most important cases. And I hope you remember all of them by now. And in the last 10 second, I will just take the name of the cases so that we end this session on a very high note and you remember those important cases. The first one was Karnal Singh versus State of Haryana. We know the entire animal kingdom was declared as legal entity. Case 2 was related to the Pahima Shireen versus State of Kerala, wherein a right to access internet was declared as fundamental right under Article 21. And then case 3 was related to Surbhi Trivedi versus Gaurav Trivedi and the plea of violation of privacy or not tenable to resist gender detection test by parties in matrimonial cases. Then there were case 4 was M. Siddiq versus Mahan Suresh Das. This is Ayodhya judgment, and you know that in detail. Case 5 was Ravi Kumar of East versus State of Haryana. That was with respect to the declaration for giving of a certificate of atheist is no longer needed. Bonus case law were India Young Lawyers Association versus State of Kerala. सबरीमाला केस इसे बोलते हैं. CGI accused in sexual harassment वाला केस जिसमें he was given clean sheet. Then Chief Justice of India comes under RTI, Central Public Information Officer, Supreme Court versus Subhash Chandra Agarwal ka case. He was declared as public authority. Then Rafael deal upheld in the case of Manohar Lal Sharma versus Narendra Modi. So that was all in the 25th minute. So all the best, champs.